Hi guys, it's Debbie. I'm sitting at home today and I am not 100%, but that's okay. It's been a long couple weeks, as you all know. This past weekend, we went on a quick getaway to Aspen. And I know a lot of you don't know this about me, but I've been going there since I was 4 years old. And it's a really integral part of my life and who I am. I've spent many years skiing that mountain since four, and spent months on end there and living there. Mom and Dad always had a place there, and Peter and I had a house there for a while, and my brother lives there. But the very first year we ever went was a really magical one because I didn't know where we were going. I was 4 or 5 years old, and of course, my dad didn't like to fly, so we drove to Chicago, took the train to Denver, and then a bus to Aspen. Quite the ordeal. Stayed in a hotel, and this sort of explains to you why the Santa Claus in the store. The Santa Claus is my father. That Santa Claus being the baby of the family. Mom and Dad were sort of overdoing Christmas, so we would always end up in Aspen, and we were either in a hotel or a condominium until they bought their place, and didn't really get a tree. And Christmas morning was spent skiing, and when I was little, it was in ski school, which was okay. In the end, now I'm a great skier, but then it just was awful. So if I came home from school before we left for Aspen and there was that Santa on the door, I knew maybe he might put lights on the house or put a tree up before we left on the journey to get to Aspen. So when my father died and we had just buried him, I went onto eBay and I found that lithograph, which is an original one and is pretty much the exact one that he would put on the door. So that is my father in the store, always with me. When we'd be at the hotel, he would use shaving cream on the mirror to make a tree for me, and out of various things. But in any event, skiing and Aspen has been a part of my life my whole life. And it is enmeshed, immersed, and crazy in me. My dream, I don't think I have dreams, I only have reality. To be perfectly honest, anything I say or dream about always happens because I intend it to. I will have a store, Utra, there in Aspen. That will be our third store. Final location, most likely, New York, Chicago, and Aspen. But walking through that town this weekend, first time since my parents died, just okay, tears, very emotional, but the very best part was it was rejuvenating to my spirit. I felt so hugged by my mom and dad, and everywhere I looked, no matter in the town or the mountain, mom and dad were there. Mom not so much on the mountain. She didn't really like to ski. Her big thing was which way to go, and my dad would say, just roll a ball down the mountain and follow it. And my dad, we would ski hand in hand down the mountain, and we would play around that way, and I would go underneath his skis. Even at 86, as he skied double black diamond, and we would go hand in hand, and I still went under his skis, and he died that year at the end. But it's a place of rejuvenation. It's a place of youth. It's a place of everyone is fit. Everyone is optimistic. If you have a couple hours or an extra hour, extra 20 minutes, you're going to go up the mountain and get down. I think some of my fondest memories are high school. All of us from Cleveland would go, and we'd have like a group of 14 or 15 of us, and we just would bomb that mountain. We'd bomb the mountain, and we'd go through the woods and join in all the festivities on the mountain, even being underage, but who cares? Anyway, history making on the mountain. So there are memories everywhere, and that's the best part. And I just kept thanking my mom and dad for introducing Aspen to me. And I know it was all because my sister Diane had made a ski trip out there and decided we should all go, thankfully. Um, there are just so many places there. It's so beautiful, the mountains, the view, to have the sun shine. It's inspirational for me. So walking through the town, I felt so at home. I felt perfect. I really did. The best part of it, though, I think, is that I see it through my eyes of a child. I do not see the commercialism and all the star power of the town. I don't really care about that. What I care about is the integrity of the town and the red onion and Aspen Sports and Pitkin County and the peppermint tree and all the little nooks and crannies. Back in the day, once I was old enough to ski off with my friends and have fun, there were days it would be snowy, and Christy and Pam and I, and whoever else was with us, we would decide not to ski that day, and we would keep our money from our lift tickets. And by the end of a month, I would have a lot of money accrued, and I could go shopping and find my little things. PE 101 was one of my favorite stores there, still is. So I have such respect for the town, such respect for the real people of Aspen, and everything it stands for, the history of it, the mining part of it, the originals, because that's what I feel, and that's the difference for me. Quite honestly, I have skied